back soon, Alaska. Comes the iron ore train. 700 kilometers through the Sahara. It's pretty insane, right? Okay, I have a serious problem. I had to climb this little dune, so I had quite some speed. I come over, and then, well, you can see here, I just made a big wobble, and I came down. I didn't record it because this camera, my helmet camera, had a full SD card and my 360 camera as well. Anyway, the problem is Alaska won't start. You can hear the fuel pump, but then nothing. See? Fuel pump doesn't start. And it's also the gear. I can't put her in neutral. See, she's stuck in third gear, it seems. I can't move up or down, I think. So I think either it's something with the gear, or the only other thing I can think of is that, you know, there's that side stand sensor, and that one is doing this. That it thinks that my side stand is out. But personally, I have a feeling it has something to do with the gears or something. I fell on this side again. But yeah, I already tried it many times. Nothing. So, well, I have a few options. I'm just sitting in the shade. So I have a couple of options. Of course, I have plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. Plan A, or option A, is to sit and wait next to Alaska, hoping that somebody's gonna pass by who can, I don't know, pick me and Alaska up with a 4x4 or get someone. Option 2, call for help. I have this InReach with me, so I can send text messages even though there's no reception here. Or you can press the SOS button, but that's for like emergency if it's like life or death situation, which it is not at the moment, so that's not necessary. If I do that, then it will send my location and they're gonna organize like a whole search and rescue thing, but that's like ultimate, you don't want to do that. I do have, so I am a little bit prepared, okay? So I do have an emergency shelter with me. It's kind of like a sort of sleeping bag type thing. How do they call it now? A bivvy. It's a bivvy. And then I have a liner, a thermal liner. So I have an emergency shelter, so I could spend the night if necessary. I have water. See, this is why I filled up on water, because you never know, right? I have water, I have food, so I could like spend the night next to my bike waiting for somebody to pass by. But I think the last option, and I think that's the one I'm going to take, is that I literally just passed, well, you can't call it a village, but there's a few like shacks, maybe 2 kilometers back. I can pretty much see it here. I don't know if you can see it. Right over there. I just passed it. So that is actually really lucky. I passed a few of these like few shack places. So I think I'm just going to leave Alaska here with all my stuff, put on shoes and take my boots off and just walk back there and then see if they have a car, so I can at least collect my stuff, and then see if they have a 4x4 or I don't know, some way to get out of here. I mean, if Alaska doesn't start, I don't know what it is. I can't fix it. So I don't know. Either back to Nouadhibou or to Niamchot. Niamchot? Anyway, the biggest place I think that is in Mauritania. I think it's just really weird, right? This never happened before. Alaska always starts, and I don't quite understand how after a fall. Okay, it was not a bike drop. Like I fell. Like, yeah, I mean, I am now where Alaska fell, but you see that's where I landed. So I got launched like 2 or 3 meters from Alaska. So it was not a bike drop. It was a crash. I just don't quite understand why she doesn't want to start now. One last time, but it's just nothing, right? It's not like no, it's nothing. Just absolutely nothing. So I'm gonna walk to that village and see. I think that's the best because it's so close. Obviously, I wouldn't start walking if I have no idea where I'm going or where there's somebody. But this is probably the best. I can always decide to spend the night here next to the bike, but I don't think it's necessary. So. Okay, I'll be back soon, Alaska. See, there's some people living. It's really unfortunate. See, this is the dune I was going on. You see, you probably can't see that, how deep the ruts are. So to get up here I had to go relatively fast, and then this stuff is so soft. And then yeah, she made a wobble and off I went. I just don't understand why she's not starting anymore. I mean, as you know, it's not the first time I dropped her. I see a car and I see 2 people, so this is good. Salam alaikum. Motor? No.
No good.
No, nothing. 2-3 kilometers.
3 kilometers.
Yeah.
What is your nationality?
Dutch.
Dutch. Dutch?
Hollander, Nederlander.
Ireland.
Peba. I'm going to Tjoem.
شوف قصة كسر على مولانا القرية العايش قبل منه.
But maybe
You drink?
yeah.
Yeah. No problem. No problem.
Thank you. You speak English?
Smoke.
Oh.
Fatigué.
Here, I show you. Alright, it is back to me in Alaska again. I just got a hitch from to here. There was a guy, Mohammed, who works for the train. He rocked up, spoke English, great. Anyway, they dropped me here because I was so worried that all my stuff was here. Because by the time I reached, so that's a gendarmerie that I reached, a military post. By the time I reached, I see a car in the distance riding this track, and I'm like, can you believe it? I have not seen one car the whole day, and then I leave my bike with everything on it, and there's a car passing. They already said, don't worry, you don't have to worry. I was like, ah. But yeah, the car probably didn't even stop. They just went on. Anyway, they dropped me here. Well, they wanted to take me back. I was like, no, I'll wait with my bike. They're gonna fetch another car and then take my bike and everything back to the gendarmerie post. And in the meantime, I did use my Garmin and send a text. And I met Ahmed, who's also Mauritanian. He works for the Ministry of Tourism. I met him at the border. He actually recognized me because he has seen me on Facebook. Anyway, he gave me his number and he was like, I know this area, if you're in any trouble then reach out. So now I did. He says it will take him 4 hours to get here, but I think it'll be more. But anyway, I'll wait for him. In the meantime, I can stay at the gendarmerie post. They said, don't worry, you're safe here. You can stay with us, so all is good. Here they're coming again. Or at least I think that's them. I'll ride the circle and then that way. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Shukran! Oh, so much has happened, so much has happened. I'm gonna tell you everything. It was not really the place to film what was going on all the time. It's across the... But okay, so Ahmed showed up late last night. I slept here at this post of the gendarme. They built me a little shelter, super friendly. So I slept in my emergency bivvy bag or whatever it's called. It's pretty cold, but okay, it was fine. And then, yeah, late last night Ahmed showed up, but I was asleep. And now we put my luggage into the car. He said there's quite some more dunes coming, but he knows the way, which is better.
We have
Dune, small dunes. Okay.
For you, okay.
Okay. Anyway, Alaska is starting. I fixed her. Well, so I am not really sure what was the problem in the end. Well, I'm sharing this on YouTube, so I'm sure everybody will have the answer. So the gendarmes, they picked me and Alaska up. I was like 2 kilometers away from here in the end, something like that. They picked me up, brought me to their post, and well, I was just waiting for Ahmed to arrive. They gave me a chair to sit on, which was actually the air filter. It was a huge air filter. Must have been the air filter from a truck or something. But that also serves as a chair. Anyway, I'm sitting next to Alaska and I'm just racking my brain like, what can it be? Why doesn't she start? I don't get it. And then I thought, okay, the only other thing I can think of is that maybe because she fell on the left side, maybe a wire got loose or something. So I open up the side panel to check on the wires, check if everything is still connected to the battery, all of that. And then I was like, let me try one more time. And she starts. But after, now I was actually able to put her in neutral. And then she started. But when I was on that little dune, I couldn't change gear. Like, she was stuck in 3rd gear. So I'm not sure. My theory at the moment is that because those guys pushed Alaska a little bit to get her to the truck, she actually got out of 3rd gear and I could shift gear again or something. I'm sure many of you are gonna tell me what it was. But either way, it felt like such a eureka moment, like I fixed her, whereas I don't think I did anything. But anyway, what a great feeling when she just started again. I fixed Alaska. I fixed her. So yeah, I spent the night, and Ahmed came. It's such a random encounter, you know, like I met him at the border briefly, and he gave me his phone number. He's like, if there's anything, you know, just call me. So I saved that number, and now it turned out that that was a very good move. I'm sure I would have figured something else out as well, but this turned out really well. And now he's going to show me the route, and he also took all my luggage in his car. See, this is no problem. Wow. Now we're off-roading. Hey, it's actually quite cool. Oh, and I must tell you as well, last night the sunset was spectacular. Then I got to lay under the stars. I was just laying next to my bike looking at the stars, which were mind-blowing. And then this morning there was just this gorgeous sunrise again. I was treated really well here. To be honest, I wasn't too scared to try that sand dune again and just continue on my own. I would have been totally fine. But I mean, he came a long way, because he came all the way from Nouadhibou, where I left as well. So it must have taken him as well like 6 hours or something. Maybe more, I don't know, 6-7 hours perhaps. So to let him come all the way out here and then be like, okay, it was for nothing because my bike started. It's not a very nice thing to do, because I did send him a message as soon as I got Alaska to start again, because that was just before sunset. I did send out a message to him like, hey, my bike started again, but then he didn't have cell phone reception because he was already on his way to me, so he didn't see that message. So then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait anyway then for him. Dude's coming up. Nothing major. This is so much better than the track that I was riding on. 10 times better. Fantastic, huh?
I am special for the mood.
Perfect.
No problem.
No problem.
The place is 5 kilometers.
Okay. Yeah.
20 grass.
It's perfect. Yeah, so we're about 5 kilometers away from where the track is next to the train. But yeah, this is 10 times more easy to ride, and also just way more spectacular. But yeah, I wouldn't on my... Oh, there goes the train again. You see? There's the train. It's probably too far, but I can see it. Last night there were 3 trains that passed, pretty much right next to my face, because I was sleeping right next to the tracks. So I thought it was only 1 train per day, but no, definitely like 3 in the day, 3 in the night or something, 4 in the day, 4 in the night. But yeah, on my own I wouldn't have gone here, just because I just don't know this area. Oh. Okay. Just gonna have a look. Rock. Maybe that rock is a marker for the way. have arrived in the next town. This is about 30 kilometers from where I slept last night. And I didn't even tell you yet, but the mayor of this town, he came also last night. I don't know how he knew I was there. I think, well, the gendarmerie must have told him. He came over with a car, and the plan was to give me an escort to this town. But it was almost dark, so I was kind of like, I don't think it's a good idea to try and ride the sand in the dark. But I was just amazed that they came as well. Even though I don't know who signaled them. But yeah, they really look after you here in Mauritania.
Bonjour, Australia, America.
Holland.
Australia,
Holland.
Holland,
Uh-huh.
Rally Dakar.
Tu t'appelles comment?
Australia.
Tu nom? Australia? Ouais. Here. There were. Oef. Et tu t'appelles comment? Tu t'appelles comment? Mohammed, Ahmed.
Mohammed.
Mohammed.
Oui.
And you?
Cody.
Ah.
عندهم 9
This satellite. Ah.
Atar.
Huh?
Atar.
Atar. Yeah.
Sorry, I back here because necessary small 30 liter gas well here. Complete my gas well.
Ah, you need gasoline. Okay. Okay.
راجلة.
You don't like you have this is boutique?
Café.
Yeah.
Okay.
You like bread, you cocoa.
Yeah. Okay.
أتاي
Atay?
أتاي
Atay?
لو تقريبا يقول الثانية
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام.
انت اسبانيا ولا فرنسا ولا بريطانيا؟
Arabic شوي شوي.
صورنا
موريتانيا
بريطانيا.
فرنسية فرنسية فرنسية
صورنا انت كلام
هولند.
هولندا هولندا
هولندا.
أنا اسمي نور علي.
نور علي
Yeah.
ايوه كهت
انا
وانتي؟
انا
Ellen.
نوها.
Noah.
Hey, do you speak English?
Yes.
Yes.
You do? Oh, very good. Where you learn English? In school.
Huh?
Where did you learn English?
In school?
In school.
Oui. Yes.
Good. You learn English, French, Arabic,
Yes.
and other. No,
No, no.
3 language.
No, no, no. Zayn, beautiful.
Zayn is beautiful.
Yeah.
But how you say good?
Zayn.
Zayn. Oh, also.
قالتك عنه زين.
Okay. Wow, look at these rock formations. Insane.
Ça va bien? Et vous?